So I'm looking at it from a different angle. So, you know, from my point of view, it's kind of like this. That's what I'm seeing. So when I'm looking at this thing, I measure the overall width of what I'm seeing. So I can use a pencil, preferably not one with the dark end because that's really misleading. It sort of distorts your ability to do dividing it up. So I prefer a pencil that's got no little blob on the end. That's much easier to work out halves and quarters and things. So when I'm measuring this, I'm putting this point of the pencil against this end from where I'm seeing. And then I slide my thumb up until it hits the point. This is a bit different for the camera that you're looking at. Until it hits the rightmost point. Doesn't matter where it is. And then I rotate, keeping my elbow locked, one eye shut, and my eye line at exactly right angles to this pencil. I measure the overall height. When I'm measuring this, it's just over half from where I'm sitting. So that means when I draw it on here, I go, right, whatever the width is, I don't care what the width is. And then the height, I've got to guess. I'll put a guess point here, and I go, right, just over half of that. It's going to come up to about my watch. There. So that's the top of it. So you don't have to draw this whole square in, but what you do know is the topmost point is got to come over here a little way. So it's going to be somewhere there. Actually, it's close to the corner. And then this point here is right up high, close. So I'll extend this line up to there. This one here is right down here. It's right down in the corner. And this one here is right down in the corner over here. So you know it's going to join here, 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 and here. Then you can do your spine through the middle. And it's going to have a bit of a triangle thing happening here. Something like that. I reckon mine's elongated because I'm sitting here at this angle. I'm looking at it. It's kind of too elongated. But if I know that that is just over half, see, I've just done a check measurement. I've looked at this is a really good example. I've looked at my drawing and I say it's too elongated to what that is. So I'll just check my measurements again. So if I check the overall length here, comes up to here, and I wanted it to be just over half. Let me check with this one again. Yeah, it's actually more like 3/4. So there should be more like 3/4. And that's going to make that much more chunky version of a crystal, which is going to be better. And that's going to have the things around there. So can you see the idea behind that? Measurements stop you from letting modern mind get into the equation. You don't have to draw the whole box. What you're just drawing is the points where it's going to hit the sides of where you've measured. And then that should hopefully help you from, I'm just adjusting this because I can see the interesting shape on the outside of the crystal. That's a really interesting thing to draw actually. But I want you to try and remember these things when you're trying to check your shapes, to get your shapes right. If you were able to spend 80% of your time on getting the shapes right in every painting that you did, you would create fantabulous paintings every time. But people tend to, we all do it, I do it. You just want to rush through and get into tone and colour. Colour's the fun part, it's the sparkly part. It's the loud emperor that makes you go, ooh, happy colours. I love colour. That's the fun part. But it's actually the least important. You've got to get those shapes right.